Welcome to my video. I just got a new truck. It's the 2014 Tundra Platinum Edition. I got these older generation lights. This is the 2.5 generation, so after the facelifts. So it does have the LED markers on the bottom, but the newer ones have the wraparound LEDs, and I want to refresh the look, and I'm starting to remove some of that chrome. So let's get into it and how we're going to get to the headlight. There's 3 screws, so we're going to need to take off the grill, and then we have to take this little plastic piece off. So I'll show you how to get that off, and we'll get those 3 screws to the headlight. This is actually a pretty straightforward job, and Rottweiler approved as well too. But the headlights I got is from vland. So these are the LED headlights and daytime runner with sequential signals. So 4 screws on the grill. You're going to go ahead and unscrew those one by one. And then there's these 2 headlight screws so we can get to right away. So might as well get to that. From there are some plastic pinch screws. So meaning you have to pop the pin and then pull the whole screw out, if you will. If it's a screw, I don't know, it's a plastic piece. So 2 on the bottom plastic piece and 1 right up by where we unscrewed the headlight screws. Then you're going to move to the wheel well and take out the 2 screws on the top that hold in the wheel well liner. And then from there, you're going to be able to just pop off that plastic piece. There's just some components that hold it together. And then there should be the final screw to the headlight that holds this whole plastic component together. So just a little out of frame here, my bad. But it's just right up there. Unscrew that, and that's the 3rd and final headlight screw. So now we're just going to go ahead and just held together by just force, a little pinching together. So just pop it. You'll hear it pop off. And we're going to just remove that. So all this was pretty simple and straightforward. It actually took me relatively quickly. The longest portion of this job was actually taking off these plugs for the headlights. Just finding ways to pinch and release them properly. Yeah, I found that taking them off and then, connecting them together actually took the longest part of the job. But anywho, here is the new LED headlights. Black housing, so it's a little bit more of a darker setting, matching, I guess, the darker theme I'm going for. That is, it also comes with, depending on your year, a different wiring harness to go properly with your plugins. So you're going to want to put a cloth down on your bumper. Of course, you want to protect the new headlights, even the previous one, and keep the plastic liner on. Might as well keep the liner on as you get to working here. And then it's simply just, you're going to line everything up together and make sure everything is plugged in. You also want to tuck them away nicely so they are neat and organized. Now, what I've learned from previous is let's give it a little test run before we put it all back together, shall we? So those are the daytime running LEDs. They've got the high beams. And I guess I tested the rest, but didn't capture it on camera. But here we go, putting it back together. Just as you disassembled it, you're going to put the side screw in there, and the top screw should just kind of pop into place there, or the top brackets should pop into place there, and then you can screw them in. So those are your 3 headlight screws. There's a halfway mark, so we got the left chrome and the black housing on the right, although I do got a plastic cover on it, and boom, there we go, finished project. So fully installed, both sides, everything back together. And that's how the truck looks, and I'm actually really happy with what it looks like. I wasn't too happy at the halfway mark, but I think it turned out great with this color exterior. So there's the sequential lights as you lock the car, and then let's give you some little bit of test runs. So here's the daytime runners again, sequential hazards, daytime runners. This is a little bit sped up, so just in the next take we will show you more real speed here. There you go, between the daytime runners and high beams. So when the high beam turns on, the headlights turn off. I guess that's how I have wired up. That's it at night. And yes, there's a Raptor grill, which is for a later video, but here's a night shot of the daytime running LEDs. I think it looks sharp. I don't know about the Raptor lights. Let's see if it grows on me. But anywho, this is the daytime runners, and my fogs turn on with that at the moment. It was a little bit rainy, Vancouver, so. And then here is from the driver's perspective. So these are the high beams, very focused, I found. And here's the daytime running lights, so, or the low beams. So pretty widespread, pretty bright. I do like them. They are adjustable as well too, so you could point them up or down. But the high beams, they're quite focused. I mean, they are high beam. They're supposed to shoot out light forward, but I found without my fog lights there either, it takes away a lot of the light around my ditch light area or around the car. But anywho, this is on the road as well, so you can see how it lights up the road and down the road. Again, I'm pretty happy with the low beams. Has a nice spread on it, nice and bright, brighter than the factory ones I had. There's the high beams. And this is a long road, of course, so. So there you go. There you have it. There's the installation of the vland headlights and a little bit of a review at the end in terms of performance. Take care.